Hey everybody, Siobhan Wilcox here, founder and creator of Autism Experts Alliance. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch day 8 of my Parenting Autism Real and Raw blog. Again, I'm just getting such amazing feedback from people, and it's not all parents of children on the spectrum. I'm getting feedback from parents that have other children with special needs, even feedback from parents that have regular children, in inverted commas, that they're finding the tips and techniques really beneficial because they're also feeling overwhelmed in their days too. So honestly, it's been more than I had thought it would be. So thank you. Keep the comments coming, keep the likes coming on the videos, and subscribe to the video channel so you don't miss anything. I really wanted to talk today to you about social interaction and friendship. This is something I've been writing about in my book, and I've been doing research on this. And they did research back as early as 1933 in Sweden on how our social networks and our community greatly help us increase our health levels. They had, in 1933, they followed a group of men that were all middle-aged, and they followed them for 6 years, studying all their different health factors, and found out, then linked it to their ongoing health, their heart health. And what they found is that the two things that made the big difference was, first, social network. Where there was men, and that was just a man's group, but they've also done other research around the world in whole families and how that impacts as well. But in this, it was a men's research. And they found that the men that had good social networks, were part of social clubs and interacted with others, had a dramatically lower level of heart disease and heart-related illnesses. And they also found that smoking was another high contributing factor as well, which of course is also linked to high stress, right? So I thought that was really interesting facts to find out, and I'm going to be doing further research on that to put in my book, because one of the things I have found personally as a mom of a special needs kid is that it can be very isolating. I live in San Diego, all my family live in Ireland. That was an initial isolation, right? Suddenly I didn't have my family support system anymore. I had to start from scratch. I didn't know people. I had to build a network. And then you build a network of people around your children usually. That's how people meet, right? Their children have play dates, and that's how they meet other moms and other families, and they join social clubs where they do sporting and baseball and all this stuff. This is how usually families meet. They meet through the schools. But what if you have a child that doesn't do play dates very well, okay? What if you have a child that can't play sports like most children can? What if you have a child that, you bring them to a community event and the next minute they're screaming, shouting, and running in circles and are trying to get back in the car? And this has been, part of my journey. I have been very blessed that my son did at one point go to a really small school where there was 25 families in the school. And I got connected with some families there, and we stayed really close to each other. And, I hadn't seen my girlfriends because they'd been traveling and away for maybe nearly a month. And suddenly I felt myself really getting de-energized. I was like, why am I so, what am I missing? And my friend just said to me last night, why don't you bring your son over for a Minecraft play date? Because that's my son's favorite thing to do. and we can chat. And I went over, and she literally washed the dishes, cleaned her kitchen while I sat and talked to her. And my God, my energy just seemed to be coming back. I'm like, oh, this is what I was missing. The friends. We take it for granted. And it's not until we have that separation period that we realize what we were missing. And I'm a very sociable person, but I spend a huge amount of time on my own. And because my son frequently doesn't even want to leave the house, it's made it very challenging for me to generally attend events that I would love to go to. My friend is in a band, and they invited us to come see them play at a big community event. And for love nor money, I could not get my son to go last weekend, even though I so wanted to go see my friend, so wanted to have that energy, see her family that were going. In the end, we couldn't go anywhere, so there's parents that don't really understand this, sometimes don't have the patience for us to kind of hold out for us to turn up eventually, So I've been very blessed that I have to be very candid with my friends about my life, my son. It's brilliant for him to be able to go to a friend's house where there's one or two other boys that all want to play Minecraft together. And that's a very safe environment for him. It's a place he's been before. It's predictable. I bring his headphones with me still. I'll bring snacks with me so he doesn't drop in low blood sugar and start to get elevated. So I have all these strategies I still need to figure out all the time, but it's really imperative for parents to get that sociable part in their lives. And I have found myself that, I've joined some of the meetup groups. I don't know if anybody watching has ever tried meetup, but it's an amazing way of meeting other parents. I've met some great families through that. There's lots of autism meetup groups. I actually, for my younger son, I'm in a meetup group because I need to give him some focus every week just for mommy and me time. So we do a meetup group every week, and there's the same people turn up, and we have our own little adventures, so there's all these little pieces that I find really help me during my week. They take me out of my isolation, they make me interact with others, they give me that energy from just being in the flow and having conversations and meeting interesting people and finding out about other people's lives, and maybe meeting them up for a cup of tea on a different day, or inviting them over for lunch. So I just would really love you to consider how you can get more friendship in your life. If it's something that you really feel you're lacking right now, maybe you're feeling really isolated, consciously consider during the day to go and look at the meetup sites, to go and see if there's any networking groups for moms, in your area. Find something you're interested in, like a bridge club, a book club. I used to be in a book club, and we had great fun. We'd all read a book and meet up every few weeks and just talk about the book, So there's lots of different ways to kind of get that community going, get the mind activated, and take yourself out of the isolation, because it's really been shown and proven that it de-stresses you. It's been proven that it increases your health levels to be in a place of community, to be in a place of co-creation with others, conversation, playtime. Mommies need, daddies need playtime too. So if you make a commitment, let me know about it. You can put a comment under the video. I'd be very honored. Always come and join our group on Facebook. I'll put the link down below. It's Parenting Autism with Grace, and we've got 80 plus people there right now. You can communicate with them, leave comments, message each other, make friendships, see if there's anybody in your local area that you can meet up with, So Anyway, great to connect. Have a wonderful day. Again, email me if you want, Siobhan at autismexpertsalliance.com. Register for our free upcoming tele-series on Autism Experts Alliance, and I look forward to connecting with you again this week. Goodbye.